All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my shop and also welcome back to my channel. And today it's Monday and Black Friday 2025 has come and gone. And let me tell you, there were some, if you were in the market for some power tools, there were some really good deals out there. And there were also some deals out there that were kind of like, a little bit underwhelming. And today we're also going to be talking about, I'm going to be breaking down some of the best deals that was at Lowe's and also at Home Depot. I personally took advantage of 3 deals, 2 at Home Depot, and there was a spectacular deal that was at Lowe's that I took advantage of, and we're going to be talking about those. Before I get into the meat, before I dive into the video, I'd like to give a thanks to Matt over at his channel, 731 Woodworks. I greatly appreciate that he took the time to go through all these ads and go through the specials and to highlight the ones that really stood out. And I'm thankful that he shared those with us online. Anyway, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about in the video is I noticed that when you compare it to last year, I think there was a little bit more of a discount this year, and I think a lot of it had to do with the tariffs. And so I'll talk about that towards the end of the video. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, over at Home Depot, there was a bunch of specials taking place. Milwaukee, in my personal opinion, had the better deals versus DeWalt. DeWalt had some deals that were kind of similar, but I didn't think that they were as good as the ones that Milwaukee had. And actually, one of the deals that I took advantage of actually had gone viral. And that was there was a special that if you bought, you could get 2 5-amp-hour batteries, a charger, and then you got to pick out a tool of your choice. And that was for a price of $200 or $199. And immediately, I've been wanting to get the compact cordless router. I've been needing one really bad for my shop. And so I decided to take advantage of that deal because usually that particular tool, just the router itself, is almost the price of that special. And I was like, man, it's going to be a long time before we ever see the prices drop on those tools ever again. It might come down, it might have another special around New Year's or as we get closer to Christmas, I don't know. So that was one fantastic deal. Another one that to me that stood out was Milwaukee had a combo kit, which was a drill, an impact driver, a reciprocating saw, a circular saw, a charger, and you got 2 batteries, and that was for a price of $299. That was also a very good deal. That normally retails for about $499, and the 2 of those tools alone, just the price of those tools, bare tools, no batteries included, was the price of that special. Another deal that I almost jumped on, but I'm glad I didn't because I saw a different special that was a little bit better at Lowe's. Was Rigid had you got 2 batteries or a battery and a charger, and you could also get the cordless circular saw, and that was for a price of $149. That was a pretty good deal, and I almost jumped on that one, but I'm kind of glad I held off because there was something better at Lowe's on Thanksgiving Day only. Another deal that I definitely jumped on was this one. It was this cordless sander. It was like a little detail sander, and that normally retails for about $229 or $230. And it was marked down to $99, so I definitely jumped on that one. It comes with the detail sander, a charger, and a 12-volt battery. And me being that I was if you're a veteran or if you're active duty military, you can also get a 10% discount. So I got that. I picked that up for $89 plus taxes and shipping. So that was a very good deal. And for those of you that are veterans or active duty military, thank you for your service. One of the things that I noticed too, with both Home Depot and Lowe's was the DeWalt specials. DeWalt had one special that was okay. It was for $2.99. You got 2 of the 6 amp hour batteries and a charger, and you got to pick out 2 free tools. And then the other one, which was kind of comparable to the Milwaukee deal for $1.99, was you got 2 batteries, no charger, and then you got to pick out a tool. So I wasn't too impressed with that one. The biggest, I think the best special that Lowe's had, and I took advantage of this immediately when I saw it. And once again, thanks to 731 Woodworks for posting this on the YouTube news feed, was that on Thanksgiving Day, Flex Tools over at Lowe's had a spectacular special taking place, and they had a lot of their cordless power tools marked down a lot. And one tool that I've been needing, I do not have a circular saw, a dedicated circular saw in my shop. I mean, I do have one, but it's very old and it's on its last leg, so I definitely needed a circular saw. And that was this one. It was the Flex 24 volt. It's the worm drive saw. You got the saw. You got 110 amp hour battery and a charger and a carrying case, and that was for a price of $1.99. And when I saw that on the Lowe's website, once again, you had to, if you wanted to take advantage of that deal, you had to do it on Thanksgiving Day, and it ended at midnight. So I decided to jump on that immediately because I know that particular saw normally retails for about $439, $450, so to speak. So I knew that was a absolutely spectacular deal for that particular saw. If you did take advantage of it, you could have it delivered, but you had to pay an $80 shipping fee. And instead, the way to really take advantage of that deal was that you had to go to the store and purchase it and pick it up, or purchase it. You can purchase it online and then pick it up later. And the local Lowe's in my area, it was also, I forgot to mention too, that was a limited offer, so to speak. They had limited quantities of that particular item. And the local Lowe's here in Dothan had sold out. And lucky for me, or fortunately for me, they had some left in stock over at Enterprise. So I went ahead and purchased that, and then I picked it up on Saturday. And like I said, that was a absolutely fantastic deal. We probably won't see prices that low for a while. You probably have to wait till next year to see prices that low. Another good deal that I thought that Lowe's had was they had these parallel clamps by Jorgensen. They had a 24-inch, I think it was a 30-inch or 31-inch. And the 24-inch retailed for $29.95, I think, or $29.99. And then the bigger clamp was around $34. That was a really good deal if you wanted to get some parallel clamps for, glue ups and stuff like that. Sorry about that, my phone cut out on me. In contrast to that, Jet had a special that they also ran last year, which was a buy one, get one free on their parallel clamps. Last year, I definitely took advantage of this when I saw the prices of the clamps. I got 2 40-inch parallel clamps. I will say that the prices on those were a little bit lower last year than they were this year. Those same clamps with the BOGO was $114, not including taxes and shipping. Last year, I got both of those clamps for around $90, I think, out the door. That was including taxes and shipping. And I might pick up another set of those. That special will end this Friday, so I'm still debating whether or not to get a couple more of those clamps, probably either the 24-inch or the 30-inch, which is a little bit more in my budget. Okay, so that the Jet buy one get one free deal is kind of where I want to kind of end the video, and it was talking about the impact of the tariffs and the price hikes My personal experience was that last year, that same BOGO on the jet clamps, it was a little bit cheaper last year. Like I said, I bought 2 of those 40-inch clamps for $90, and that was including taxes and shipping. This year it was $114, not including, that was $114, and that does not include the taxes and the shipping on the clamps. And I think that the massive price jump for that same product and the same deal just 1 year later is mostly because of the tariffs were not in full effect last year. And I believe that's what we're seeing everywhere, is that earlier this year there was a lot of talk about the tariffs that took effect, which raised the cost of goods for retailers. And when a major retailer imports a huge volume of product and then the price goes up, then they're kind of left with a choice: either raise the price and risk slow sales or absorb the costs. And what I believe we saw with this particular Black Friday was that a lot of stores were offering deep discounts to clear out excess inventory that was purchased before some of the price hikes that took place. And essentially, some of these stores had to swallow some of the high prices themselves just to move the stock. And I think that this kind of contributed to some of the discounts that we saw this year. At least that's how I view it, so to speak. Where some stores needed to move the volume, and that kind of gave us a little bit of a special discount on items. Okay, so all in all, I'd have to say that Black Friday 2025 was pretty good this year. If you knew where to look. And like I said, thanks to 731 Woodworks for sharing some of that information online with us. It was a big help. The Lowe's Thanksgiving deal and the ones from Home Depot were pretty good, and I'm glad I took advantage of those. And anyway, let me know in the comments, if you had any good experiences with this particular Black Friday. If you noticed anything differently or something to that effect. Did you notice any price differences from last year? Anyway, don't forget to, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up for this video, and also don't forget to subscribe and to turn on the notifications icon, and I will catch you later.